welcome. What funding does this spending bill provide?
So the spending bill is providing funding for Afghan refugee settlement as well as natural disaster relief. So $3.6 billion is going towards resettling Afghan refugees within the United States, and $28.6 billion is going towards natural disaster relief. So within the last year, we've seen winter storms, hurricanes, and wildfires. That $28.6 billion is specifically going to help people get aid from those disasters.
And Moriah, now this bill helps avoid a partial government shutdown, but what is this bill doing to help with disputes over raising the borrowing cap?
Right, so while this bill is averting from one crisis, we're looking at another. At the same time this bill was being signed, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen was concerned about limited resources. Specifically, she was saying that these limited resources could have an impact on the market, specifically a disruption to the financial market. She says, quote, "We now expect that Treasury is likely to exhaust its extraordinary measures if Congress has not acted to raise or suspend the debt limit by October 18th. At that point, we expect Treasury would be left with very limited resources that would be depleted quickly." Now, some of the consequences for this are borrowing costs for taxpayers can go up, and these limited resources leads to uncertainty, which leads to a lack in investor confidence. Now, the United States has never defaulted on debts, but if this is not done by mid-October, we could see that change.
So the government's kind of kicked the can down the road for a little bit. The new deadline is now December 3rd. What's expected to be on the agenda when discussing those details behind passing the next spending bill?
Absolutely. So on December 3rd, the government will figure out where to go next with this spending bill and where the money should come from, specifically whether or not Democrats and Republicans can agree on this bill. And with the Treasury on October 18th, that is when that limited resources that Yellen was talking about will come into play. So we'll have to see about both of those dates, one approaching more quickly than the other as we continue.
Moriah, thank you.